Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, to everyone, ladies and gentlemen, teachers and students. I'm Puan Shimi and I'm the moderator for today's session. I would like to thank all of you, for joining us this morning for this special live classroom on YouTube Live, brought to you by Edidik Perak team. Okay. We are very grateful that we have here with us our invited speaker, Miss Chai from SMK Hutan Melintang, Bagan Datuk, Perak. Yeah, she's an English teacher and has been teaching for quite a number of years. Okay. Without further ado, okay, I would like to invite our presenter, Ms. Chai, to share her topic of today, which is grammar made easy. Okay, so I pass the session to Ms. Chai. Okay, Ms. Chai, you can take on from here. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Madam Shimi. Good morning, everyone. I am Miss Chai from SMK Hutan Melintang. I welcome all of you to join the live grammar session today. How are you guys? How are all of you doing at home? I hope that you are all feeling good and in good spirit. Even though we are still in MCO, but don't worry, you can still do your revision at home. Yeah. Meanwhile, please encourage your friends to watch this YouTube Live or Facebook Live by Edidik, brought to you by Edidik. Today, I'm going to share with you some grammar knowledge on adjectives. Before I start, I will let you know that in English grammar, the 8 major parts of speech are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. But today, we are going to focus just only on adjectives because as we know that grammar component is a very wide topic in English. Therefore, let us focus on adjectives alone today. Yeah. This session looks into introduction to adjectives, 7 types of adjectives, comparison of adjectives. First one, comparison with the suffix and est. When is the time we use er at the back and when is the time we add est at the back. Comparison with more, followed by the adjective, then, as well as the most, followed with the adjectives. Also, we will look at irregular adjectives and special adjectives. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, so what are adjectives? What do you know about adjectives, my dear students? Adjectives are descriptive words. Adjectives are basically words that are used to describe people, places, and things. For people, as you can see from the picture here, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson is a famous Hollywood actor. Whereas when we describe about place, as you can see from the picture here, is a hotel lobby. Example of a sentence to describe the hotel lobby. The hotel lobby is, give me an adjective. Yeah, the hotel lobby looks grand and majestic. All right. What about things? What can you think about things? Okay, what about we have an example of a car? Picture a car in your mind. This car is old-fashioned. My dad decides to buy the red car. So as you can see here, red is the adjective. Old-fashioned is also the adjective. So basically, adjectives, again, I repeat, is to describe people, places, and things. Adjectives are also used to describe the color of an object. For example, as you can see here, this is a purple Tupperware. Purple Tupperware. Yeah. So examples of color: blue, red, green, purple, and orange. Adjectives are also used to describe size: big, small, long, or short. Tina has a long hair. Her sister has a short hair. Yeah, we go by the picture so as to make you understand better. Adjectives are used to describe the age of a person. From the picture, there is a old lady here, whereas this is a baby. He is young. Time, to describe whether the time, what time is it, whether a person is late to class or early. Adjectives are used to describe distance, whether the person is standing near or far away from the tree. As you can see, the boy is standing far away from the tree. The girl is standing near to the tree. So far, so good? Do you have any questions? Feel free to ask. All right, let's look at the next slide. Adjectives are used to describe the temperature. How is the day? It is a cold day. It is a hot day, scorching hot day. Adjectives are also used to describe the shape of an object, whether it is a triangle, round, rectangle, square, or oval. This is a round shape, okay? Let's look at an example. He is wearing a shiny red tracksuit. So, what are the adjectives? And what is the noun here in the sentence? The noun being described here is the tracksuit, whereas the adjectives are there to describe about the tracksuit. The adjectives used here are shiny and red. It tells you that this man is wearing a shiny red tracksuit. Yeah. The next example. It is a bright, sunny day. Okay, now it's your turn to figure out what are the adjectives in this sentence. What kind of a day it is? As you can see, it is a bright, sunny day. Let me enlarge the picture so that you can see it clearly. All right. It is a bright, sunny day. Bright and sunny are the adjectives to describe it is a bright, sunny day. Okay. Adjectives also help answer questions like what kind, which one, how many, and how much. As we see from this, which one? How many students are there in the class? Okay. So, simply put, adjectives are modifiers, descriptive words to describe about places, things, and places, people. Okay? Let's look at another example here. As you can see from this sentence, today is a warm day with hundreds of birds chirping in the clear blue sky. Okay, your task is to figure out and identify for me what are the adjectives embedded in this sentence. Do you see the adjectives? Yes, the adjectives are to describe what kind of day it is. And the second uses hundreds. sky. Yes, Danish. Are you there? Yes, we are now moving to the next slide. Today is a warm day with hundreds of birds chirping in the clear blue sky. So let's see the adjectives, okay? So warm here is to describe what kind of day it is, yes. And how many? Yeah, hundreds. Hundreds of birds chirping in the what kind of sky? Clear blue sky. Yeah, so this is a compound adjective in which you merge or join two words together to form a compound adjective. Yes, I see the answers given are all correct. Awesome. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. All right, let's look at a bad example of a sentence here. As all of you know that adjectives are used to describe about a sentence, but too many adjectives are not useful to convey a meaningful sentence. Take a look at this example. The fierce, ugly, old black shepherd dog. Does the meaning comes true? No, because there are too many adjectives in that sentence. Therefore, we have to eliminate one or two adjectives from this sentence to make it more meaningful. After all, we are here to describe about the shepherd dog. We don't need too many adjectives. Four adjectives, as you can see here, to describe about the shepherd dog. Yeah, so one should not use too many adjectives. Dear students, this is your take-home tips. Okay, when we have four adjectives here, we have to arrange it in the correct sequence. Take a look at this other slide. To make a perfect sentence, one should follow the following order. First one, the size, whether it is a big ball or a small ball. Texture, shiny or dull. Color, yellow or black. Type, beige. So we are going to describe about a beach ball in the next slide. So the size here is big, texture, shiny, color, yellow, and the type here is beige. Okay, let's see this. The yellow big beige shiny ball. The meaning does not come true. So this is an inappropriate sentence as the order is messed up. So we have to follow the following order. Start from the size, follow with the texture, color, and type. So the correct sentence here is the big, shiny, yellow beach ball. So far, okay? Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, let's take a look at the 7 types of adjectives. The first one is descriptive adjectives. I hope that you can see this screen because the wording is a bit too small. Hope you can bear with me for this slide. And the second one is quantitative adjective. Basically, quantitative adjective is similar to quantifiers. And the third is demonstrative adjective. Fourth type of adjective is possessive adjectives, interrogative adjective, distributive adjectives, and the last type of adjective is compound adjectives. So in essay writing, we use descriptive adjectives mostly to describe about the story. We use a lot of descriptive adjectives to expand our writing to make it interesting and appealing to the readers. So let's take a look at each of these types of adjectives one by one. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, qualitative descriptive adjectives. All right. To describe the quality of a person or a thing on its general description, as you can see from the physical side of that thing, and the size, age, shape, and color. So qualitative or descriptive adjective is to describe about the physical description of that particular object or a thing or a person. Examples you can see here are tall, excellent, young, and clever. Picture here depicts about a tall girl. The tall girl is my classmate. The students achieved excellent result. Second type of the adjective is quantitative adjectives. Quantitative adjectives can also be known as quantifiers to indicate or to show that the number or amount of things. Examples: some, much, little, enough, all, no, any, whole, or several. Take a look at the example of the sentence. She found many pens under the table. There was no milk in the jug. There were 24 students in this class. Here you have the demonstrative adjectives. To point out the nouns, examples: this for singular noun, these for plural, that for singular, and those for plural. This is my best friend, Danesha. Those books belong to her. Okay? I hope that you understand the three types of adjectives that I have been explaining to you earlier on. Let's look at the next slide. Interrogative adjectives. Used with nouns to ask questions. Examples: which, who, where, what, why, and how. Whose bag is this? How is this possible? All right. So interrogative adjectives, I repeat again, is used with the nouns to ask questions. Possessive adjectives used to show possessions. Examples: this is her bag. Their parents came to my house yesterday. Yeah, so the her here is the possessive adjectives. Possession here means kepunyaan. Kepunyaan siapa? Kepunyaan saya, kepunyaan dia. Bag ini kepunyaan saya. This is her bag. Okay? Their parents came to my house yesterday. Distributive adjectives to show that the persons or things are counted collectively, which refer to members of a group. Examples: each, every, neither, and either. Each participant was asked to fill up a survey. So it shows that the persons or things are counted collectively. Yeah. Every Malaysian stays home during the movement control order period. Can you relate to this? Yes, we are now staying at home to save lives of other people and our life as well. Compound adjectives are made up of two or more words that are often linked together with hyphens. Sorry, spelling error here. With hyphens as one adjective. Okay, do you know what is a hyphen? Hyphen is here. This is a hyphen. Hyphen is used to join two words together to form a compound adjectives. Yeah. Example of the sentence: the work is really time consuming. The lady is wearing a pair of high-heeled shoes. Okay? Now it's your turn to do some exercises. Identify the adjectives in the following sentences. There are 4 sentences here. It's your task now to identify the adjectives. Okay? The first sentence: you may try to use this paintbrush in art class. So what is the adjective here? We will discuss about this later. The second sentence: many people came to visit the fair. Again, think about the adjective. I went into the duty-free shop, but I did not buy anything. You just learned the compound adjectives, right? Yes. He doesn't seem intelligent, but he is. So these four sentences consist of one adjective in particular. Therefore, please identify the adjectives in the following sentences in 1 minute. Feel free to ask questions. And if you are joining us, please feel free to share this video to your friend and invite him or her to join us for this grammar session on adjectives. Okay, let's look at the answers. You may try to use this paintbrush in art class. So this is the adjective, a demonstrative adjective. Do you still remember? Yes, demonstrative adjective. The examples are this, that, these, and those. Demonstrative adjective. And the second sentence, many people came to visit the fair. Many here suggests to you that it is a quantitative adjective. The third sentence, I went into the duty-free shop, but I did not buy anything. Yes, the adjective here is duty-free, which suggests to you that it is a compounded adjective. And the last sentence here, he doesn't seem intelligent, but he is. Intelligent here is a descriptive adjective. Clear? So we have touched on the introduction of adjectives and also the types of adjectives. How many adjectives are there? 7 types of adjectives. Yeah. Adjectives are very helpful when it comes to describing about a person, a place, or a thing. We use it widely and extensively in essay writing, especially for the SPM students, 1119 paper 1, you use adjectives a lot, especially in story writing or narrative writing. Okay, now let's take a look at the comparison of adjectives. There are 3 forms of comparison. The positive here, please ignore it and take it as common adjective. The second form is comparative, which means you compare between 2 objects or 2 persons, whereas for superlative adjectives is very obvious that you know what is the form of superlative adjective. Let's look at the other slide. Comparison with the suffix. Suffix is normally at the back of the word. Yeah. Comparison with or est. So for 2-syllable word, normally we add the er or est at the back of the adjective. So the word adjective clean, comparative would be cleaner. We add the suffix er at the back of the adjective. Whereas for the superlative adjective we add the est, cleaners. Okay? Is the screen too small? Okay, I hope that you can see it now clearly. Dirty. The comparative will be dirtier. Superlative, dirtiest. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Simple, simpler, simplest. Narrow, narrower, and narrowest. So I'm sure that you know and you are familiar with these words. Clean, bersih, dirty, kotor, clever, bijak, simple, very simple lah. Narrow, okay, narrow means the road is narrow. Okay, the corridor is narrow. 2-syllable words, we add the suffix er and est at the back of the adjectives. All right, let's look at the next slide. Comparison with more or most. When is the time we use more and most then? We use it normally for three-syllable word. For example, difficult, more difficult, the most difficult. Beautiful, comparative would be more beautiful than the most beautiful girl. So we use adjective to describe about nouns. All right. Let's look at the next slide. As you can see here, irregular adjectives, good, better, best. Irregular adjective. We couldn't add the suffix er or est, or as well as we couldn't actually put the more than as well as the with the particular adjective. So this is called irregular adjectives. Good, better, best. Let me enlarge the screen for you. Good, better, best. Bad, worst, worst. Much, more, most. Many, more, and most. So much and many, the difference here is much for uncountable nouns, many for countable nouns. Nouns that you can count, basically. Whereas for uncountable nouns, refer to nouns that you couldn't count, like the water, hair, sand, oil. These are all the uncountable nouns. All right. Little, less, and least. Little, less, least. So these are the comparative adjectives as well as superlative adjectives for the irregular adjectives. Yeah. Let's look at the special adjectives. Some adjectives have two possible forms of comparison and yeah, using est, and more, most. So the clever is the adjective here. Comparative will be cleverer. If you do not want to use cleverer, you can use more clever. It's similar to each other. Yeah. Superlative, cleverest, most clever. Cuma nak tambah sikit, cleverest, the cleverest, the most clever. So when you use superlative adjective, you have to add the in front. Okay. Hannah is the cleverest girl in the class. Hannah is the most clever girl in the class. All right. Common, commoner, more common. Commoners, most common. So boleh guna dua-dua ini. Likely, more likely. Normally we use more likely for likely. Most likely. Okay, but instead of using most likely, we can also use likeliest, which is not that common in our Malaysian context. All right, and the last adjective here is polite, which you can use it in two situations, whether you can use it for politer or more polite, politest or most polite. Okay, actually, there is a song session for this presentation, but due to some technical problem, we have to skip this song. So yeah, you can actually watch it in YouTube later with this link. Okay, next. Some of the adjectives in the song just now are sly. Sly means cunning. Sly means cunning. The fox is cunning. Okay, strong, fast, brave, big, mean, very rude, sweet, long, bright, pretty, scary, glamorous, kind, and honest. So these are the most common adjectives that we used in our daily life. Yeah, so we are familiar with all these words. Examples of common adjectives used in a sentence. I walk along the rocky path. I walked along the rocky path means jalan itu penuh dengan batu-batu. The sky looks cloudy. Okay, the sky looks cloudy means the day is Yes, mendung. Betul. Comparative adjectives. Afad is fatter than his brother. As you can see, fatter, we add the er suffix at the back. Yes. And the second sentence, this question is more difficult than that one. Okay? Comparative adjective. More kita guna dengan than. Okay, tak boleh dipisahkan. More difficult than. It comes together as one comparative adjective. Alright? Superlative adjectives. Amina is the tallest girl in the class. Tallest. Suggest to you that this is the superlative adjective. Therefore, we have to add the, in front of the superlative adjective. Sabrina is the most hardworking student in the school. Why do we use most? Because this word has 3 syllables. Hard, working. Hard working, 3 syllables. Therefore, we use the most hardworking. Whereas for this word, tall, has only 1 syllable. Therefore, we add the suffix est at the back. The tallest. Clear? So we use adjectives a lot in essay writing because adjectives are very helpful, especially when it comes to narrative or descriptive writing. As well as to write a story, we use adjectives to describe about the place, what we see, what we witness, what we hear. Yeah. So adjectives are very helpful and are very important to for us to write. Okay? Take a look at this example of a paragraph in this essay. The day my life changed. The day my life changed. All right. I was never like this before. I used to be every teacher's favorite student. Diligent, smart, and hardworking. But that was before my life took a 360-degree turn after I lost my pet rabbit. Sedih kan? Yeah. So as you can see from this paragraph, a short paragraph of this essay, the words favorite, diligent, smart, hardworking are the adjectives to describe about what kind of student he is or she is. Next, two situations of an outing. So let's see the situation 1. It was a beautiful Sunday morning at KLCC. Okay, I enlarged the screen so that you can see clearly. It was a beautiful Sunday morning at KLCC. The sun shone bright amidst laughter of tourists and local alike filled the air. So, two adjectives here, beautiful and bright. Situation 1 to describe about an outing at KLCC. And the situation 2, we will take a look at how the writer described about the scene in the waterfall. We were swimming happily at the waterfall when we thought we heard a rumbling sound. Rumbling maksudnya deram-derum, bunyi yang kuat. Okay, we heard a rumbling sound in the distance. It must be a distant thunder. Distant means jauh. Okay, I told myself as the weather was getting colder, Zain and Dave decided to get out, leaving me alone in the water. So, in this paragraph, in this short paragraph of the essay, describe an outing. Yeah. The adjectives have not been identified yet. So if you're in front of the screen, please kindly identify the adjectives. Let's do it together. Okay, let's do it together to identify the adjectives of this short paragraph. Okay, we were swimming happily at the waterfall. For this line, there isn't any adjectives. When we thought we heard a rumbling sound. So rumbling is the adjective. Let me highlight it for you. The rumbling sound means bunyi dalam the room. In the distance, it must be a distant thunder. So distant here is another adjective. I told myself as the weather was getting colder. So the colder here is the comparative adjective, which means it's colder than before. Zain and Dave decided to get out, leaving me alone in the water. So alone suggests to you that it is an adjective. Okay, so these are the adjectives used in this simple writing. We were swimming happily at the waterfall. So yeah, waterfall. All right, clear? So these are all the descriptive adjectives. Descriptive adjectives you use a lot in writing. Next, do you still remember compound adjective? Yes, let's do some revision. Okay. Well, let's look at this table. Common adjectives, sample sentence, and sophisticated adjectives to replace the common adjectives here. Okay, I hope you can see it clearly. Let's take a look at the first sentence with the first adjective. All right, attractive. Attractive means, yes, something looks attractive to you. The mural drawn by the boys was attractive. Sangat menarik perhatian lah, maksudnya, attractive. So, sophisticated adjective that can replace the adjective attractive here is stunning. Okay? Instead of using attractive, you can use stunning. Second sentence, beautiful. The scenery was beautiful. Okay? What if we do not want to use beautiful to describe about the scenery? We can use mesmerizing or breathtaking. Yeah, the scenery was mesmerizing. The scenery was breathtaking. The scenery was picturesque. Okay? So here goes the sophisticated adjectives. Peaceful, the third sentence, peaceful. The village was peaceful. Okay, instead of using peaceful, you can use serene or tranquil. So these two sophisticated adjectives can be used to replace the word peaceful. Yeah. Next, fourth adjective, friendly. The receptionist is friendly. Okay, if you do not want to use friendly, you can use the compound adjective down to earth. The receptionist is amiable. The receptionist is approachable. Yes, correct. Very good, students. Are you still with me? Okay, very good. And the fifth adjective here is arrogant. Arrogant maksudnya sombong. Okay? Kamu suka tak orang yang sombong? Tak suka kan? So I hate his arrogant attitude. I hate his arrogant attitude. Sikap dia yang sombong. Okay, sophisticated adjective used to replace arrogant is snobbish. Snobbish. Can you see? Snobbish can be used to replace the word arrogant. Next example, thin. The thin man is her father. What if we do not want to use thin? It's too common, right? Okay, never mind. We can use slim or scrawny. to describe about the man. Scrawny means bony. Okay, kurus sampai boleh nampak tulang. Okay, scrawny man. Yes, the thin man is her father. The scrawny man is her father. 7, angry. She was angry when her husband left her. She was angry when her husband left her. You can use sophisticated adjectives like furious or fuming. Okay, fuming means a person is expressing his great anger to someone. Yes, furious means extremely angry. Yeah, she was furious. She was fuming when her husband left her. And the last sentence is confused. Everyone was confused why he ran away. Okay? Kenapa dia lari daripada lari diri? Everyone was confused why he ran away, so you can use sophisticated adjectives like baffled. Baffled here means confused. Yeah? Instead of using confused, you can use baffled to replace it. Okay? Next, let's look at this simple writing on my favorite teacher, cikgu yang kamu suka, ya, my favorite teacher. Okay, this is how the screen looks. You just take one paragraph of that essay. Okay, my favorite teacher at school is my history teacher, Mr. Edmund. He's extremely popular with all the students. He's sometimes strict with us. Strict maksudnya? Ya betul, tegas. Ya, strict with us, especially about things like homework and being late for class. For instance, he doesn't let us in if we are late. However, he's very passionate about his job. Maksudnya very dedicated. Okay, he put all his time and effort in his job, passionate. He's also very patient and he takes his time helping each students. Patient maksudnya orang yang sabar, okay? Orang yang sangat sabar. We all really respect him and behave well during his classes. In addition, he must be very intelligent because he always knows the answers to our questions. I really admire him as a teacher. As you can see from this simple writing here of my favorite teacher, the first adjective used in the essay has been identified to you. Therefore, it's now your turn to identify the rest of the adjectives in this paragraph. 30 seconds. You can do it on your own and we will discuss it later. Okay, without wasting any more time, let's look at the adjectives. Favorite. Yes, favorite is an adjective. Popular, adjective as well. Strict. Strict is also adjectives. Yes. Late is also an adjective. Yeah, lewat. Okay. Passionate is also another adjective in this writing. Okay, and also patient. Orang yang sabar, patient. He takes all his time helping each students. Okay, and also intelligent. Intelligent, orang yang clever, a very smart person. Yes, smart and clever person because he always knows the answers to our questions. As you can see from this simple writing, when we use the adjective, we have to support it with, yes, support it with reason. Why do you use it? Why do you describe your teacher as passionate? Why do you describe Mr. Edmund as strict and intelligent? So you can see there is reason to support the details. Yeah. So this is a very technical part aspect in writing. Okay. So done with my favorite teacher. Let's describe about the people. Okay. So we still have 10 minutes left. Let's do a quick wrap up. Describing people, appearance and personality. Okay, let's look at Will Smith. Are you familiar with him? Do you know him? Yes, we heard a lot of him. Will Smith. He's a very famous, very well known person in, yes, in acting and singing, especially. Let's take a look at this celebrity. Okay, so Will Smith describes himself as a good looking and young man. Yeah, I'm tall and thin. I have short, curly black hair and black eyes. I'm intelligent and serious. I am Will Smith. Okay, so this is a basic description, very simple description about Will Smith. And the second celebrity we are looking at is Cher. I'm ugly and old. Okay, I'm tall and thin. I have shoulder length, curly blonde hair. As you can see from here, she has described herself as a person with a shoulder length, yeah, shoulder length, curly blonde hair, and brown eyes. Yes, do you still remember? We have to follow the correct order when we describe about a thing. This one, we go with the size first, texture, color, and type. Okay, the color here is blonde. Shoulder length, size. Okay, yes. So, yeah, I have shoulder length, curly blonde hair, and brown eyes. I'm talkative and funny. Yeah, so this is the personality adjective. Talkative and funny. These are the, yes, adjectives to describe about the appearance, physical appearance. Now it's your turn to describe about yourself. How would you describe yourself? Hmm, let's think about it. Okay, describe about yourself with the examples given here. I'm good looking and young. I'm tall and thin. I'm short or fat. Okay, I have short black hair. So these are the examples that you can use when describing about yourself. Okay, pretty easy, right? Let's look at the next slide. Describe your feelings. After all that we have learned today, grammar, adjectives, how do you feel today? Tell me. Comment in the session. Comment. Please comment how you feel today. Do you feel sad? Do you feel happy? How do you think about my presentation? Yeah. So there you go. These are the feelings. Yeah. Feelings today. Exhausted. Exhausted means tired. Okay. Exhausted means tired. Extremely tired. Furious means very angry. Okay. Crazy. Frightened. Okay. Frightened means scared, terrified. Okay. Sad. Happy. Relaxed. Depressed. Okay. Surprised. Angry. Nervous. Lonely. In love. Jealous. Shy. And upset. So yeah. Oh, relaxed and surprised. Thank you, Rosni. Cikgu Rosni. Okay, so we have come to the end of this live. Therefore, I thank all of you for being with me today. And selamat berpuasa to all Muslim friends out there. Salam berpuasa. Hope all of you are blessed in this Ramadan. Thank you. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm back. We are now at the end of our live classroom session. So on behalf of the EDD team, I would like to thank Miss Chai, yeah, our presenter, for her sharing session this morning. Thank you so much for your time and effort to show us the usage of adjectives in improving our writing. I thank also to all of you, our viewers, okay, teachers and students for your participation in today's session. Thank you to all of you. Selamat berpuasa and see you again next time. Thanks, Miss Chai. Okay, bye to
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay.